Get ready for golf.
Let the fun begin. Go for a hole-in-one. Come on and knock it.
Any other putter but a putt-putt putter's gonna putt it in a puddle up.
Everybody playing putt-putt golf time. Everybody playing putt-putt golf.
Welcome to another installment of the Putt-Putt series. For this episode, we went to Bonanza Golf and Gifts on US 192 in Kissimmee. As you can see, this place is quite the spectacle, so we were pretty excited to go to it because of the way it looked from the street and the difference of theme. This one's Western themed, which is kind of different for mini golf courses. Now, this place is right in the most touristy area of 192 in Kissimmee, so it has the typical cheap ticket stands, the flashy lights, and the t-shirt gift shop where you purchase your admission for mini golf. Like most places in the area, we just assume it's open every single day of the year from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's $9.95 for one game, $13.95 for two games, and you can do 2 games and golf or unlimited golf. There's a few different options, and there's a CC's Pizza connected. But there weren't many putters to choose from here. Now we have the usual 2 18-hole courses, and once again, under the recommendation of the owner, we did the Gold Nugget. After the first hole, there is a warning sign about uneven sidewalks and terrain ahead. Unfortunately, there seems to be no bypasses at this golf course. Like some others, you can pass the hole, but here you cannot. I don't think you'd be able to do this course at all. It was built back in the 80s, so it's not exactly ADA accessible. A lot of these holes, like this one, we couldn't see the hole from where we would tee off, so it was kind of hard to know where to putt. And as far as the progression of difficulty goes, it was really all over the place. You can see this hole, the third hole here, is just kind of a straight shot, and then the next hole after that you hit it up a hill. So it was really back and forth with the difficulty. We could be halfway through the course and there would be a hole that's just a straight shot. This hole was also not very well designed, because if you hit it up hard enough to make it up the hill, you would hit the back wall, and then it could roll back down. It was just a strange hole. I had hoped for there to be Western music playing, but instead in this area there was really loud Bob Marley playing. So that was interesting. And here you see Logan get a hole in one. It's always Logan. Bonanza Golf and Gifts, according to the website, opened in the late 80s, and at certain points you can definitely tell by the course design, by some of the theming elements. It's not the most well-maintained course I've ever been to. This was the magic hole-in-one hole. Every time we hit a ball down this little ramp, it went all the way down and around. It slowed down and fell right into the hole every time. We played around with it a lot, and we threw our balls and just dropped them and kicked them, and no matter what, it would always come right down here and slide right into the hole. This hole was a multi-level hole where you hit it into one hole, it went down a little tube and went to the next level and then to the next level. But it didn't really do a great job once you hit it through the hole to get down to the next hole. Our group and a few other groups actually ran into some confusion when it came to which course was which. They cross over each other a lot, like at this point right here. And people were getting confused as to which one was the Gold Nugget and which one was the Prospector. This hole was by far the worst hole. You had to hit it down around this corner, and once you bounced it off the wall, it would not make it down this hill. We couldn't make it around the corner. We couldn't do much at that hole. It was just really poorly designed. And this is the extent of the cave theming here with these stalagmites and stalactites. This is one section where you can really tell that it's from the 80s. Another great example of a hole where you can't see the actual hole at the end, so you just blindly hit it through this tunnel and bounce it around the corner. And at hole 16 out of 18, you just kind of hit it straight. So don't worry about the holes getting harder if you go to Bonanza. They definitely don't. It goes back and forth between really, really tricky holes and just some pretty simple holes. The one thing I would worry about at Bonanza is the crowds. We try and film these videos as early in the morning as possible on weekdays, so there are as few people as possible in front and behind us playing golf. But there seems to always be crowds at Bonanza. Well, that's about it for this episode. We've made it all the way through this course, right coming up on hole 18 here. I can't say I would recommend Bonanza Golf and Gifts. There's plenty of nicer mini golf courses in the area, so definitely go check those out, like Hawaiian Rumble or some of the less traveled ones. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Putt-Putt videos in the future.
It fell and hit a little kid in the head and killed him. Just put that one back. Fixing this place up. They're all like that. Did you notice that? Half of them are up. Whee!